So welcome back. This is part 2 of the interview with Rudi. So I've received a lot of comments for part 1, so very encouraging. So I really hope you will enjoy this, and leave your comments again, and I'll try to respond to every one of you. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed to my videos, and hit that like button if you like this, and enjoy the part 2 of this interview. Thank you. And I personally feel that, I was part of the SG Clan Alliance as well, and then a lot of changes happened. And I still believe that SG Clan had all the knowledgeable players. So who do you think in Realm 3 is the best player in terms of, say, attack or defense or knowledge wise? Who do you think, or it could be a few players that you can name?
There's actually 3 players that I actually look up to. Firstly, is a Bandit King, or he might have the name of a Golden Tooth Man. Secondly is a Zephytron, the highest power player in the current realm. And thirdly is Longpoint, who was actually used to be my teammate in the Sim Alliance, but after some new implementation of the different alliance and people move, but still we do contact, and we are still friendly towards each other. Okay, these 3 players, what that I like to look up to them the most is they have that aggressive drive when it comes to attack or defense. They can go all out. They can have the number of troops, they can have the high number of speed up, they can get the kills, and they can help you defend. Whatever it is, you can just name it, they can get it done. And they are very knowledgeable player. They are very helpful. If you ask them for tips or you ask them for any help or guide, they are always there, even at times where they might not be able to answer you directly on the spot. They will still go back to you, and they will ask you after giving you the help. They will ask you how are things now, how did you manage get the changes that you've been wanting for. These 3 are very respected player in Realm 3.
Definitely good to hear all these names. So I would like to ask you any game tips for the new players.
Okay, what I would recommend is, let's say if you create a castle in the New World realm, and you can just browse once the alliance is built up, there will be some players who will be on their alliance page, which is like they have experienced players and they are old timer. You can personally message them, be friend, try to be friend with everyone for a start before you really plan you really want after you progress from the game. If you are talking to an experienced player, like what do they really focus on, and how do they have that basic fundamentals as a start for a new player? Essentially, my tip to the new player is be patient and don't try to rush, because when you rush to do things, you will tend to make lots of mistakes. But be patient and try to be in your comfort zone. Don't try to be out from center. But progress, yes, progress slowly at your own pace, and be more open. Be more open, meaning get to know the realm.
It's more not of a game aspect, but of a personality that you need to develop to sustain the first few months until you build your castle to a decent amount, so that you can then decide what you want to do. So that's a lot of people miss that aspect. They try to mix with their personality and the game, and then they get caught in this all politics, and eventually they might want to quit.
Yeah, correct. But I would say don't be demoralized, because when you try to approach someone, the feedback that you get back, it might not be good. Don't take it too seriously. Yep. Maybe some try to joke around, and some to be very harsh, but actually they're just being themselves. Yeah.
Makes sense. So coming to the developers, and I think Camel Games is one of the developers that I have seen making a lot of changes and enhancements to make the game better. So even I have made a video comparing 2 other games with a similar setup, with Camel having a better user interface and user experience for the players. So any ideas that you have in your mind that we can get to Camel Games that you think will improve the experience for the players?
Being a player who played previous Video Empire games, so from what I experienced, that they can apply to War in Order is War in Order they can stack defense and they can stack attack. And now currently they just implement the new realm invasion where you can go to other realms to get the throne. And the only thing that I want to recommend is, since now you can go over to other realms and get the throne, why not they try to implement kill events where you can go to other realms and get the points for the kill event. And they can do it maybe in a event of the strongest slot at the very end, which is the kill event. That's where they can apply the real invasion. So it's like a 2 event in one. So it will give all those players will be like, now they have to build more troops. Then they will have the more drive to kill more troops to get more points. After you get that more points, you will receive rewards. It will make people have like more vision to get into the game. I think it will really get players to stay and not like, play halfway, then once they find it like a farm field, then they will tend to quit. I think it's best to, apart from real invasion, try to apply kill event during that real invasion, so you can roam around that current realm, to attack other castles. Yeah, that's what I really thought of.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, but I think they should also allow you to hit the cities and get the points. How chaotic it will be, but I would love to see that as well.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like, there's a barrier, when you're doing the realm invasion, and you're thinking that's kill event, and both events are like about the same, which you attack the castle or you attack the throne, and people will lose troops. Then why not you apply both of it into one?
Yep.
You will bring more benefit to the player.
That makes sense. So we are coming to an end of this interview. I would like to ask if you have any final thoughts that you wanted to share.
Okay, my final thoughts is to all players, be it you're new or old, try not take things too personal in game. Some people might be trying to release their stress from their real life by playing games, or some are just like passing time. So take things positively, make it more fun, and try not to make things too serious in game. To be honest, try to put the ego aside. That's the most important thing, which I've seen quite a lot in different numbers of games.
Yeah, that's definitely a great thing to share with people. I think emotions, ego, drama, keep it aside, enjoy the game. That's a great message.
Yeah, true. Because some people might be like, they are currently feeling down, then they log into the game, they try to spend time talking to their friend just to release their stress, and unexpected situation occurs and makes him more down, and it affects his emotion, and it eventually made things much more worse. So yeah, just have fun, be happy, play the game.
So, and thanks a lot for your time. It has been really a pleasure for me to interview you, and I hope the viewers will be able to extract all the knowledge that you've shared with us. And I really wish you all the best for your game and also your personal life.
Alright, thank you so much for taking the time to interview me too. Have fun!